have that you look as the only girl and go, you guys are crazy?
Oh my
you
gosh,
should be
well,
asking us that. She says way more than we do.
I got up pretty early this morning, you know, and Scott and Roger were sitting up front, and they're like, you need to finagle John into taking us all to breakfast. Because they think that I have the most pull around here, so that's
Well, your
what
name
it
is on the band.
Well, I was
and,
dead
mean,
asleep, too.
They apparently think that I'm the boss, but honestly,
You're
it's
not.
no.
Give people an idea, because I always think, I've had people ask me, we have those artists in on radio tours. What's a radio tour? What's that like? So give people an idea. You're out on a radio tour. You're introducing yourselves to guys like us.
Yeah, you know what? It honestly is awesome, because we were actually only supposed to be on 3 weeks of the radio tour throughout the summer, and we called Grassroots and we begged to get on this leg of the tour.
Nice.
We absolutely love it. It's a chance to meet awesome folks like yourselves and to reach out to our fans on a personal level. You know, it gives us the opportunity to travel and also eat our way across the south and the north. So, no, it's been incredible. We love it.
Do you have a favorite place that on the radio tour, if you see a place, you gotta go, oh, there's our favorite place, we gotta stop and eat?
For us, whenever we're in Nashville, it's the Pancake Pantry.
Okay.
All of us love it, and my personal favorite is the sweet potato pancakes.
Nice.
They're awesome, but
when you're
mostly
on the road, what do you think? What do you got a like a fast food joint? Is your guilty pleasure? Or
Oh,
what?
no, my God.
Yeah, this is gonna sound funny.
This is going to sound horrible, but she always wants to go to Hooters.
Really?
I love
Yeah,
going
they
to
get
Hooters.
every Hooters.
They-
For their wings.
And of course, the band doesn't mind at all.
They have the best cold beer ever. Like, their mugs are always really cold, so I love going into
If
Hooters.
she
It's
finds a
fun.
Hooters on the Google, she tells the bus driver, "You get so and so
We're
Hooters."
stopping
We've
for a
eaten
beer
every.
right
We
now.
got to be endorsed by Hooters.
Sure.
I swear,
Yeah.
because
Why not? You ought to pursue that.
It's super fun. So.
I think that is the first time I've heard something like that.
It's true.
I would expect it from them. Not,
Well, it's not like they complain when I suggest it or anything.
True. That's probably true.
Yeah, and either that or Buffalo Wild Wings. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm a huge fan of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, that sports atmosphere is always fun.
Or B-dubs, as the cool people call it.
Really?
Yeah, oh my God.
Gotta remember that.
Yeah, exactly. B-dubs. There you
Yeah,
go.
all right.
So you do countless interviews. I don't know how many you do a day.
70 or 80, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
He's full of it. I don't know. On average, maybe up to 4 or 5, something like that.
So what is the, kind of just for my knowledge, what is kind of like the weirdest, oddest question you've been asked?
Yesterday, actually, I was asked if I was ever arrested.
No, I asked if you'd ever been in prison.
No, he asked if I've been arrested.
arrested.
So that was probably the weirdest question. I've been waiting for a weird question so that I
It was
could.
like,
So,
she
have
just
you
wasn't
ever been arrested?
So,
Wow.
yeah, that was a different one.
That's what
but-
you first thing you ask a 25-year-old blonde is, so, ever been arrested?
No, it was awesome.
I never would have guessed to even ask that.
I know, right? That's I think it was like a
Part of your
trivia
sense
or
of humor.
news
Oh,
or news thing that
okay.
came up. Is so it wasn't that I look like a felon or anything
No,
like that. It's,
no.
it was-
Well, you are from Missouri, so you're from the Midwest.
I am. I'm just like that little southwest corner down there, a little dot called Neosho.
There must be something in the water in Missouri. I don't know how many country artists come out of there. It's crazy.
It's a super talented area. I mean, I come from a musical family, and just within my family, there's, I mean, you can count them on 2 hands, more musicians.
So did it feel like, since you come from a family of musicians, did it feel like that was maybe your destiny in a way?
Absolutely. Like, I feel like, take it for instance, these radio tours, like, I'll get out on the road and I absolutely love it, and then it's nice to be home for a couple days, but if I'm home more than 2 days, I'm dying. I think that, you know, I need to be out there, so it absolutely is my passion. It's something that just, it runs deep in me.
I sort of can relate a little bit, knowing at an early age what you wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be in radio at 12.
Wow.
I can't explain it. I knew what I wanted to do, and you wanted to be in music at 13. I think you don't find that very often. No matter what it is that you want to do, I think that's special.
I do too. You know, it's like you said, you can't explain it, but I've been singing my whole life, and it's something that's always brought me just this intense amount of joy. And I just knew that around age 13, that's what I wanted to pursue professionally and try to make a living at it, because that's the best thing in life. If you can do something that you love, bring joy to other people, and make a living at it, it's awesome.
And I find it interesting that it was your mom, right, that helped you get into
Yes,
clubs and bars to play?
She's the best mom ever because, when I came to her, I couldn't get into these places,
Sure.
and really that was the only venues I could play besides fairs and festivals and that kind of thing, which I didn't have enough of a name to get hired a lot of places. So she and I formed the group, and she helped me pursue my dream. It was awesome. I'd have to sit over by the exit at all times and
Really?
not move. I couldn't move around the club or anything around there. So it was in between sets I was over by the door, but that was fine because I was there doing what I loved. So,
That is cool that you have a mom that would do that.
She's awesome.
That believed in you that way. You go,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to do this with you to get you started.
Yeah, and she's such a talented songwriter too. Whenever, I recorded just locally and that kind of thing, and I'd always record her songs because she's a really talented writer, singer, and pianist as well.
The current single is You or the Whiskey. It's also the name of the album.
Yes.
I was watching the music video, and I'm
Yeah.
watching the video. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Look like you're having fun. And then all of a sudden, it became one of my favorite videos because of that car. Oh, I'm a Dodge Charger fan.
Oh man, I call her Jolene.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because she makes everybody jealous, and
That's her car.
yeah.
That's yours?
That's my car.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm super jealous.
It's a recent purchase, so it actually sat in a guy's garage for 10 years.
Wow.
But when he started it up, it just fired right up. It was cool.
One of my life goals, and I know that may sound stupid, I grew up on the Dukes of Hazzard, but I want a '69 Dodge Charger painted like the General Lee.
Yes.
I know, it's weird. I know I'm a grown man, but that's one of my life goals.
Well, have you ever been down to Branson,
Watson.
Missouri?
What's that?
Bubba Watson on the PGA Tour has the exact car you just
Oh, man, I want one of those. What were you saying now? Where have I been where?
Have you ever been to Branson, Missouri?
I have not.
Okay, the last time I was in Branson, I saw 3 Chargers painted like the General Lee down there.
Nice.
3 of them in one day.
Awesome.
So, and one of them was sitting right out in front of a business, and I think it's there on a regular basis. So,
Oh, okay.
if you ever get a chance, come down and make an offer on it.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
steal it, one of the two.
Yeah, nice.
But don't tell them I told you.
I mean, it looked like you were having fun doing that video. Do you like? I mean,
It was awesome.
I can imagine you enjoy the performing portion of it. Do you like the quote-unquote acting part of it too?
Oh man, that's what I was most nervous about when we were shooting. It gives me a pretty deep appreciation for actors and actresses because you don't really realize how hard it is until you get up in front of that camera lens.
Yeah.
But Carl and his crew, they put us at ease, and it helped that I really embarrassed myself in the first few minutes because that broke the ice, and it made everything else a lot easier. So.
Nice. Well, you did a good job. It turned out really, really well.
Thank you.
So you introduce the guys here. Who do you have with you?
Over here on the bass, we've got Roger Capel.
Roger.
Hey,
Tell them about that poster.
I turned down playing with her, 2005.
Nice.
Nice.
Big Sarah Evans.
And he's
here.
telling me what a big mistake I made.
Well, now you're with me, so.
That's right. That was
Every
then.
musician goes.
That was then, this
Yeah.
is now.
All right, who else you got?
We've got Scott Bell, this ornery guy over here on guitar.
Ornery. How
Yeah.
are you?
Good.
And the guy in the cool hat and vest.
Oh yeah, this is David Montgomery, which I picked up the hat, by the way.
Did you really?
I did.
And did you fight her on it? You're like, all right.
No, because I help her pick out her shoes, so it's kind of, you wear the shoes I pick out, I'll wear the hat you want me
Yeah,
to wear.
he does help me shoe shop.
Nice.
And he's so, these guys are so dedicated. Dave told me one time, he goes, really, if you wanted me to, I would wear a tutu on stage if it made you happy. So, I couldn't
She's
have
trying to get me in spandex, we haven't quite gotten
Well,
there.
see, he's got this picture when he was with a group called Amethyst, and he's in this tiger stripe leotard with guy liner and the long 80s hair, and it's sexy. I'm like, where's 80s Dave?
Right.
Where's 80s Dave?
Halloween's right around the corner.
Good idea.
Halloween's
So,
around the corner.
yeah. So I wanted to bring back 80s Dave.
Well, I believe, and I think you are the very first fiddle player to grace our studio.
Wow, what an
Yeah.
honor.
What made you want to pick that particular instrument up?
I had a great granddad that actually played, and a great uncle, and I believe that my great grandfather's father actually played, of course.
Wow.
Never knew him or anything, but but I remember listening to my great granddad because he lived right next door to me growing up. So that was kind of my first interest in it. And then, you know, later on, I went to my first concert, which I never could have afforded it, but I had a friend that lived down the street, and her dad bought her tickets to the Dixie Chicks.
Oh yeah, I love the Dixie Chicks.
So that was my first big concert I ever
Awesome.
saw, and to see Marty pick up the fiddle and play, that was another, you know, inspiring moment for me to see how cool it could be for a chick to play the fiddle and just really rock out on it.
It looks like it's a hard instrument to learn, is it?
I don't know, really. Like,
Yes.
it was
It's
difficult.
the hardest one.
The hardest.
And
Okay.
the pedal steel guitar. They are two of the hardest instruments on earth.
For me,
I've tried
it would
it.
be piano. Would be the hardest
Okay.
for me, because I tried when I was younger.
Right.
I tried, but it came fairly natural to me, and I guess I'm lucky in that way. Like, it was something that I learned to play by ear, by sitting in front of an old record player,
Oh,
a
cool.
little Orphan Annie record player,
Nice.
and I'd play 45s. I'd have to have a stack of quarters on the needle to get it to not skip, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah, that old
But
trick.
yeah, but I'd play it over and over and just listen to records and try to imitate that sound.
Well, I'm excited for you guys to play, especially you on the fiddle, since this is the first time we've had a fiddle player in the studio. What are you going to play for us?
We'd like to do a tune off of our album, and you can find the song on iTunes. It's called Bye Bye.
Bye bye.